start with the Shedeur. Let's start with Shedeur and the Nike deal.
Shedeur.
So this past week, before the opening week of the college football season, Nike announced that they signed Shedeur Sanders to an NIL deal, and I believe he's getting a shoe as well, or a shoe will be coming. That's what people are alluding to. And I think this is one of the biggest NIL signings since NIL became a thing in college sports. Shedeur is, I guess, the premier athlete in college right now when it comes to Nike's roster of athletes. So when you guys saw this deal get announced right before their game that they had on Thursday against North Dakota State, what were your thoughts?
They about to remake the Deons. Them Deons about to make a comeback.
Yeah,
about to be a Deon too. The DTs. Yeah, that's kind of where I was going for.
Yeah,
because I rocked them shits back then.
Well, he did. Well, Shedeur did say he wanted to continue the family legacy with Nike and all that stuff.
Well,
so.
yeah.
And he said he liked his dad's line already. So yeah, he said that.
It'd be called the Deon 2?
I don't know if it's gonna be called the Deon 2s, but it'll probably be like a variation of it.
The junior ones.
The junior ones would be, that's crazy.
It's a good ring to it though.
Yeah, the junior ones, even though he's not junior, but still.
Yeah,
the Nike junior ones, the Shedeur ones legacy collection. I don't know.
Probably because his thing is legendary, right?
Yeah. The legendary ones.
Yeah,
definitely gonna have something with the Nike with the
money sign too.
The money sign, the Apple Watch. I see it coming. The Nike Apple Watch joint. He gonna have it. He gonna have it. I would not be surprised.
My thing was like once I heard it was Nike, I was just like, I wonder like what the other endorsements, like sponsors like Adidas and Under Armour, like, because I think his father was with Nike and then he ended up leaving to go to Under Armour, if I'm not mistaken.
Something like that.
So like I'm wondering like what those were offering him, if they even were.
They probably did try to offer. They probably offered him whatever. I mean, it was probably around the ballpark to whatever Nike gave them, I would assume.
Yeah, I think Nike gave him 4.7.
I think so. Well, I think it's 4.7 or like that was valuation. So it's probably like it's like around. It's probably something up in there.
Right.
So like when it comes to that, like I feel like that Adidas probably did have to offer something, even though probably Nike was the front runner to start off because of the relationship that they already had with the family.
Yep.
But I mean, if you're Adidas, if you're like who's another shoe brand that's Under Armour or something like that, like what would you offer him?
All right, it's hard.
I'm throwing this kitchen sink at him. I'm throwing everything. What do you mean? What I'm throwing the kitchen sink at Shedeur. Everything. Shedeur is getting the kitchen sink.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He's getting anything he wants. What do you mean?
No, I'm saying him. You
throw the island first for the kitchen sink. What? The sink?
You gonna do the sink?
You know that young boy gonna win an island, but now I got the bottles right there in the watch.
Yeah, like
he's an island.
But think about it. Like his profile's bigger than probably any of the. I mean, what pro athlete has a big profile like that right now? Current state.
Like what?
Like Shedeur's.
Travis?
No, I said pro athletes like in the NFL. Like comparing like because like this opens up the landscape of like this NIL deal opens up the landscape of like the profiles of these college athletes and what they're doing. Like his status, his whatever he has right now is or like who has an or that's matching that right now when it comes to athletics.
Nobody, and that's the
football.
And that's the thing about it now because you know like I don't think anybody does. I think he has the aura of like he gives me wide receiver diva vibes in a good way, but like as a quarterback. And
I get what you mean.
And I think what's going to be even more interesting about that is like just even kind of expanding the convo is like I think it'll be interesting to see like how NIL deals and how high profile athletes affect who they picking. Because it's easy to say like, yeah, you just picking people because you want to meet a need for the team.
Talking about his draft?
Yeah, NFL draft. It's like it'll be interesting now to see like, are you drafting this player because they fit your need specifically, or are you doing
just
this because
for
business because they may translate to sales? You know what I mean?
Because you saw Jerry Jones, he came in and said, "That's my quarterback."
Yeah, and it's like
he said that's who he wants to draft.
That's great.
So like I mean,
but are they going to get? I don't know.
What do you? I mean, Dak probably gonna do everything in his power not to make that happen.
You know what's about to happen?
Try to win.
He's on his way out.
They gonna bench Dak.
You want to know? You know what's going to know? You know what's going to happen? What's going to happen? Hot take. Dak's going to get traded. I think the Giants going to be the worst team in NFL. But I think that whoever 1-2, whatever worst team, he's going to get traded there for that top pick. And they're going to draft Shedeur.
That'd be smart. If they did that, that'd be smart.
Because think about it.
That's the number one brand in football. And you have the highest profile athlete coming into the draft.